week you were not thrilled the way the defense came out of the game against New Mexico State. Tonight, though, it kind of felt like they set the tempo from wire to wire. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I thought they did a fantastic job. I mean, if you look right here, they end up playing 73 plays, and anytime you're playing against a team like that that runs some tempo and things, that's hard to do. Held them to 10 points, stopped them numerous times, 3 of 14 on third down, 1 of 3 on fourth down. Fantastic job. I thought they were, with the exception of the one big play right there, we gave up the big play. They were able to get some yardage, but when we needed to, bend up or stand up, we did. So I think our defense was exceptional. We played a lot cleaner game, right? We didn't give up foolish penalties and some of those, so very pleased with him.
Only downside, I guess, you lose Quentin Cooley and
Lost a lot of people tonight.
Yeah, Darius Copeland as well there in the first half.
Yeah, and your Darius's does not sound good. We'll see. Cooley's does not sound good, but it's got to be a next man up mentality, right? And that changes a little bit. Darius was a big part of that game plan, and then went out. What was that, first quarter? I think went out early, and so that changed up some things there. He'd had a great week of practice, and so it's one of those things there where you got to figure out a way to overcome. And our guys did. I think it took us a little while. We just trying to find the right rhythm and flow with just having some different things that we had to do. But that Flames quarter there, our guys did a great job there in the fourth quarter, finishing drives and getting points. And realistically, we would have scored on the last 3 drives there. We about ran it in down there, but thought better of it.
You talked to us about the performance for the Lucas had when Cooley went out. Obviously, I think he had 21 carries, 106 yards, and 3 touchdowns. What did he provide for you?
But one, when you're in a game like that, and your best player, best run back goes down, you got to put somebody in you trust that, hey, he's going to do what he needs to do consistently. And we and the defense and the whole coaching staff and the players, they have a lot of trust and ability. We feel like our running back room is as good as there is in this league from a top to bottom standpoint. It's going to be tested. We'll see. It's going to be tested, right? But for him to be able to carry the ball that much, he looked strong. He was running through some tackles, really finished well. It was needed, right? It was needed. It wasn't easy tonight. As I said, we're still working in progress from standpoint offensively and some of those things. But most likely the MVP of the game. Realistically, he did from an offensive standpoint, did a fantastic job.
So, your defensive line was able to get a lot of pressure pretty much most of the night. How key is that for this defense?
Yeah, when you're playing a lot of man like we do and some of those things, you want to make a quarterback throw from a well, so to speak, right? Where we had trouble seeing it. We got after him pretty good. They were holding us all night long. We didn't get a lot of calls, but we got after him pretty good, affected him. And I think he had 2 interceptions. Really should have been a third. But we made some plays and made him have to make some throws from some different angles that made him inaccurate on certain things. And so I thought our D-line did a fantastic job. And we're obviously banged up there, but I think you saw some of our depth, some guys rotating in that played well. As I told the team in there, you want to start strong. I thought we started the game way better than we have probably the first 2. We hit a little low there from an offensive standpoint. Obviously, the defense kept the momentum going, and when they got it into 4 points, we found a way to keep it up to 11 and get stops. And so that D-line was a huge tonight.
Did you see the play where Cooley? Did you have a good look at the play where Cooley went down?
I think it had something to do with he's getting drug out of bounds, and the guy hit him right there on the. I said out of bounds. Sorry, Southern. And I think his leg was caught underneath him a little bit when he got hit, and it looked like almost like a ballet, split, trying to do the split, some more of those things, or not ballet, cheerleading split, I guess. And that did something there. I didn't see it completely. I saw the hit. He got back up, but you could tell something was wrong. He was really hurting, and then they took him in the tent and said he was done.
How much did TJ Bush set the tone for that defense, particularly with not just the sacks, but everything he did?
Just huge. He brings a great motor, great effort. He plays hard. He plays with excitement, urgency. He empties his tank. We challenge our team about emptying our tank, and he's one that empties his tank all the time. And he's becoming a great. Obviously, he's a great player, but he's becoming just a better and better teammate, better leader by the way he's practicing, the way he's preparing, and that's how you're seeing him play now. He's preparing more. Last year, I think he's doing it as just a new guy figuring things out. He's really taking on ownership of being more than just a football player, really being a leader on that defense to get the guys going.
Caden Salter completed his last 8 passes in this game, and then I felt like the play to Jacob Jenkins there, the throw, the big play in the second half. We know how big a tight end is in your offenses. Did that play do something to kind of ignite you guys a little bit there and take control?
It was huge because I think they're in the second half. We get to second and 5, and then the second down was just an atrocious play. It'd either be a fumble on a handoff, which is unacceptable, or something happened, a penalty and all that. And I think the same thing happened there. And that third down, I think if my mistake was 14-10 at that time, right? Mm-hmm. And we were getting stops for them, but we just weren't doing anything. And that was a huge play. It was a great call by Coach Korn. He got lost. Caden stayed in the pocket, found him, and that gave us the momentum. Got us up 21-10, and then it just, we were able to keep that 11-point swing, if that makes sense. And so I thought that was a huge play from a momentum standpoint. I thought Caden played really well. There were some times there where we didn't do some things from an execution standpoint, but he stayed with it and was able to manage the game and help us get through those time frames and really played well there in that last quarter.
Coach, Dexter Ricks Jr. and Christian Bonner both pulled down their first picks of their career, first 2 picks of the Flame season. Can you talk about the improvements the secondary has made?
Well, I think we have a lot of competition there. We brought a lot of guys in, and so there's a healthy competition. We've had some guys injured, so you've not seen Mo Williams play a lot. You're not seeing Elijah Hopkins play a lot. So Christian Bonner is getting more opportunities than maybe we thought he would in some of the things. And then Dexter the same way. Those are guys that we knew would play some, but they're playing a lot of football right now. And I think they're playing well. And as we're working on getting E-Hop back and Mo back, those guys have really filled a void, and E-Hop and Mo played tonight, but Dexter and Christian are doing some great things. Now, Christian looked like he was running in mud on that interception. I was beating him down the sideline, so I got to figure out what he was doing there. But he's playing really well from the confidence from a standpoint there. The more and more these guys play and they're playing more, their confidence will build. And as I told our team, is when your opportunities to make a play, make them. Somebody's going to have to step up now. If we lose the guys that got injured, if they're out, we're going to have people step up. Nobody's going to cry for us. Nobody's going to care. You got to figure it out. And so when guys are out, guys have to step up, and those guys have been doing that.
How much more disciplined was this team tonight? Not just the penalty part, but also the mental toughness when it took a while for the offense and there were some lulls here and there.
Yeah, I think we've always been honestly a mentally tough team. We've had some penalties that obviously the first couple of weeks that just were unlike us. And I think what happens is then you get all the outside noise and the social media on it and all that, and it puts a little bit more pressure on guys. We just have to start playing and take a deep breath or what we showed as far as how we play, the discipline piece, the mental toughness. That's who we are as a program and our team. It's not what the penalties were the first couple of weeks, and it just needed some guys to understand that and work through it, and they did. And I thought you saw we played a cleaner game. Now, we are struggling from an offensive standpoint, from an efficiency standpoint. What I mean by that, we go to hand the ball off and we fumble it and we turn the ball over. We practice that all the time. Stuff like that is what's frustrating to me. Defenses and different things, they're doing things to you. I get that, but if you go back, we'll go back and watch this video. There's going to be so many plays that are there for us to make plays, to get score or get big plays, and nothing they did. It's all us and the ball handling and little things. So that was a frustration for me. But with this group, we have to stay positive. We have to continue to encourage. Our defense is playing well. And so there's certain things that normally I might be going for things just because I feel like we needed to jump. I didn't do those things tonight. And just, hey, let us figure out defensively, let our offense come and find a way. And we found our way in the fourth. We've done that 2 weeks in a row. We got to find it early. Because we know the competition's raising up.
I think you told us this week that Reese Smith was kind of starting to get his confidence back a little bit. Nearly had a tremendous catch early, then the 28-yard catch, and then Tyson Mobley on top of that. Really acrobatic play in the end zone. Was it good to see some other receivers step out there and make plays tonight other than Treyon Sibley?
I think it's huge. Obviously Sibley had another great game, but our quarterback's got to continue to trust those other guys, right? That they'll make the plays when they need to. Tyson made 2 really nice plays. That one in the end zone, an unbelievable catch. It's a huge catch. His pass interference was so made. And then Reese getting his confidence, playing more and more. You can see that kid. He almost made that one, right? But Caden's getting more confidence. If Elijah Cannon had a couple of nice plays. So that's coming, right? And what people don't realize, I think, from a standpoint, when you have so many new players that really only got going in the summer, besides the Sibley, right? it takes a while to get the time. It takes a while to do those things, and it takes a while to build that trust. We're slowly getting there, but for them to make the plays when they did tonight in key situations, third downs, then the quarterback's going to continue to trust those guys and make those plays. Right now, obviously, his safety blanket's 2-1. I don't blame him. You know, he's running like a dang bull in a china shop right now. I'll keep talking. It's fine. And but great to see those guys going. I got nowhere to go. Who else?
Can you talk about the decision not to score a touchdown at the end of the game there?
You know, it's close. But I've been on that end. I've been on that end when the game's over and somebody runs it up on me. And we're not going to be about that. As much as I wanted to, as much as they were telling me, but that's, if we're going to say that we stand for something different here and unique here, then I got to live on that every day. And I'm the one that controls that. We're going to make sure that we respect our opponents and respect them. No matter what they did, I mean, on the way to timeout, frustrated me and frustrated everybody else. If you'd have heard our coaches during that time frame. But my job is to be the head of this program and represent our university in the way that it wants to be represented. And, we're going to always, if we have the opportunity to take a knee, we're going to take a knee, no matter what everybody else wants to do, no matter what the bookies want us to do, and all that stuff.
Coach, you guys got your first interception on defense tonight. How would you say, like, for a confidence booster for the defense, how big was that?
I think it's huge, you know, and obviously this team put way more, so we have more opportunities. You know, the first couple of weeks, I mean, you know, they were throwing it some, but it's more dink and duck and try to run the ball. These guys were trying to take some shots and do some things, and we affected them. Our guys in the secondary, that back, you know, the back linebackers, and that one of our credo mottos is tips and overthrows. Got to get those. That's one of the things, right? And so for them to do that, we had the third, we almost had a fourth one. I think we knocked out each other's hands down there. Corey, it might have been a Corey and Dexter. And so the more we do that, the more that builds confidence there. You know, and the turnovers were big because we turned it over right back. So it was a big deal when they got them, and it helped us, you know, maintain a lead and figure it out from there.
Pleased with the crowd again tonight?
No, it was unbelievable. I don't know what the announced attendance was, but they were phenomenal. They were loud. They stay in it. I mean, when we need them to be loud, they're loud. It's the best home field advantage in this conference, bar none. You know, and I don't know what our record here is right now, but it's a lot versus a little. I know that. The big reason because of that is our fans and how committed they are. Our students were awesome. Obviously, our loyal alumni that came back, you know, and want to see a homecoming victory, and we wanted to, you know, pay homage to our alma mater, our band, and the great job they did by standing for our alma mater there and stuff on homecoming. We thought everybody coming back and be able to come back to a place they love and teaching our players about that as well. You good?
Everybody good? All right, Coach.
Thank you.